just wanna brainly top up. Say, bro, man, you be relevant, and I said what I said, bro. You need a like me to keep you going.
NLE Choppa, listen to me. You can't go walk the runway with that little walk. You remember that walk you had? I think I'm a bad. You can't come back to that walk. I think I'm a bad.
You're saying Catrell is evil and he's a bad influence. So you want to go and put that man on his knees and...
YoungBoy Never Broke Again responded to NLE Choppa's diss track with his own song, Zero IQ Freestyle, which naturally got a reaction from news outlets reported on YoungBoy's clapback, quoting his lyrics. Respond to him, he ain't never ran nothing down, I said, no. This entire situation caught the attention of commentator Charleston White, who praised YoungBoy for making the right move by not falling into what he calls NLE Choppa's clout trap. White then went off on Choppa, declaring that he isn't even allowed to speak on the matter.
NLE Choppa, listen to me. You can't go walk the runway with that little walk. You remember that walk you had? I think I'm a bad. You can't come back to that walk. I think I'm a bad. You can't come back with that NLE Choppa with that boy. Now them boy got some dances. Them boy, but you went to holler about if you was a bad, I suck my too. You are disqualified from saying anything to Kentrell. NLE, you have been disqualified. I wouldn't give if you and King Von got in the car and shit them together. Once you learn that walk, like that runway model walk, and you went in front of the whole world, you can't come back over here to this side of the railroad track and go to barking. No. Go back over there and finish, nephew. Go back over there and finish being the bad.
This is especially funny when you remember that just a week earlier, Charleston White was actually siding with NLE as they both agreed that YoungBoy was a bad influence on the youth.
RB babies ain't money getting. They'll hurt you, kill you, and eat at your icebox as they break in your house. I'm not battling with childhood like a YB fan. Them kids need to be put in mental institutions. This man, YB, sound like he angry. He want to out his mama. He want to beat his daddy. He want to his uncle. I don't want to hear that kind of shit. I'm not in pain. I'm a money getter. YB babies ain't money getting. I can't understand. I don't feel that. That's not soul music. I'm a soulful brother. I'm not in pain. Them kids need to be put in mental institutions. You see they had that on medication.
3. The beef ignited when NLE Choppa released a new song with targeted lyrics. He rapped, "You're bad for the youth. Nothing positive you do. You're the reason guys go after girls thinking that it's cute. You send guys to do what you wouldn't even do. You think you're a role model? You'll never fit the shoe. You're just a guy with emotion. Your aura gives me the ick. Guys like you make me sick." This prompted the commentator Academics to speak on the situation. He claimed that NLE Choppa is trying to emulate the late X, but argues it isn't working because Choppa isn't as intelligent as X was.
Some people would call it, you have your third eye open. Some people would call it, yo, a dumb trying to act smart. Some people would call it fake woke. Some people would call it someone trying to seem deeper than most. Pause. It's kind of like how people, it evokes some of the similar thoughts like how we had about XXXTentacion, where people felt like, you know, he understood life a little bit on a different level. And I think that's what NLE Choppa is aiming for.
Meanwhile, YoungBoy's mother found out that NLE Choppa was going after her son, so she decided to call him out directly in an Instagram post.
Today I'm gonna talk about being jealous and being envious. So you wanna make a video dancing around like a ballerina, and then you got a man on his knee, and you're saying Catrell is evil and he's a bad influence. So you want to go and put that man on his knees and on that video, right? Okay, fine. I bet they have another video with that same on his knees, because who gonna even play that stupid ass role? If you know better, you do better. Your head look like a without a rubber on top of it. But yet, you want to sit here and try to talk about somebody. You better be lucky I can't say what I want to say on Instagram.
Her reasoning was that NLE Choppa had been missing from the music scene for a whole year before his recent return. She claims he's simply jealous of YoungBoy, who was on tour for the first time in 5 years. That tour has been a massive success, with 25 shows already completed and another 25 added because demand to see him is so high. However, not everyone is thrilled about it. Law enforcement has expressed concerns. As one news report stated, the state of Louisiana is becoming concerned about YoungBoy's concert in New Orleans.
They are very concerned about the NBA YoungBoy concert. So concerned that even before the concert went forward this weekend, they notified Louisiana Stadium Exposition District, also known as that manages the Superdome and Smoothie King Center, in particular notified ASM Global that, yo, this is like a really dangerous thing that could have very unforeseen consequences. Now, the response from ASM Global was, we'll hire some security inside, it'll be fine. NOPD's response was, you don't get what we're saying. There is such a propensity around these concerts that is so not an if but a when, that we are concerned we'll have to activate the department to be around the downtown area to protect citizens and revelers.
To really understand this, you need the full backstory of their feud. Back in 2019, when YoungBoy was arrested, NLE Choppa was actually a fan and even made a song in support of him titled Free YoungBoy, hoping for his release. Choppa switched sides after the passing of King Von because YoungBoy released a track in 2022 called Bring the Hook, which dissed Von after his death, a move NLE Choppa did not appreciate. It started with the commentator Academics writing, YoungBoy on Demon Time right now, and he dropping another whole tape. Rapper Lil Reese responded, that ain't no demon time. He just rapping like the rest of these rappers, all rap. NLE Choppa agreed with Reese, commenting, I stamped that, which let the entire rap game know he was no longer rocking with YoungBoy. This obviously made YoungBoy mad, and he fired back in a song with the lines, I bet your mama be destroyed when we send you to God for making statements. Choosing sides about my beef with them boys. I could say I saw it. You could say I was your favorite. In response to this, NLE Choppa changed the title of his old song Free YoungBoy to just YoungBoy to show he no longer supported him. This then led to Choppa going on a full media tour talking about YoungBoy.
He's not able to defend his name, bro, and it be a lot going on within his name about him when, to me, bro, he a real stand-up dude, and it was just unfortunate how it happened. Like, he came to a person as a man.
In a final statement on the matter, NLE Choppa wrote, YoungBoy needs to be more careful. He's got a lot of people looking up to him, and he needs to set a better example. He needs to stay out of trouble and focus on his music. Whether he intended to or not, YoungBoy seemed to take that advice to heart by locking in on his music. A new report detailed the extreme security for his homecoming shows, stating, over 400 officers will be deployed nightly for YoungBoy's home state shows in New Orleans with heightened security, including drones and armored vehicles on standby, all due to the massive hype to see him. One fan tweeted about the incredible experience, saying YoungBoy performed his greatest diss track, I Hate YoungBoy, for the first time to a sold-out crowd in Atlanta. He chose to perform the King Von diss track there specifically because it's the city where Von passed away. The commentator Academics then reacted to this bold move. Original clip 8, as one fan put it, YoungBoy dissed for PF and half of Atlanta in their own city. Row, a menace. But people who grew up in Chicago are still defending Lil Durk and staying on his side despite him being in prison.
Man, YoungBoy king of rap. We just gotta claim it today. King of rap. King of rap. That's a new narrative I'm driving. These gonna have to bow to the feet. I like it. We're not talking about Kendrick and Drake, and they're on a different level. But below Kendrick and Drake, I'm sorry, with all due respect to every other rapper, YoungBoy is the king of rap right now. I'm sorry to tell y'all. The walk down I seen in Atlanta tonight, give him the throne. Just give him the throne. YoungBoy the king of rap. I'm sorry to tell y'all. Hey, listen, I'm not saying it's gonna last forever. But for right now, in the last 4 or 5 months, YoungBoy the king of rap.
NLE Choppa's decision to diss YoungBoy ended up looking pretty bad after fans resurfaced a video of him praising YoungBoy just last year.
Good. A YoungBoy. What's his click?
Why would I tell you?
What's his click though? What's the 4K track? Damn.
Okay, trade for life.
I'm OKF. I am OKF for life. I'm from Chicago. Who? Boy.
This finally prompted a reaction from YoungBoy himself. Before heading on stage, he sent a message on Instagram talking about how other rappers need to use his name for attention.
Let me know who beating me, bruh. Respectfully, the only that's really respectfully, the only that's really ahead in that space is YoungBoy.
Even the main reason behind NLE Choppa's recent diss is likely because people have been accusing him of siding with whoever is doing better at the moment. With Lil Durk now facing legal charges, Choppa seemingly wanted to let the world know he still rocks with Durk. This was highlighted in a report where rapper Zoe spoke on why it's no surprise the industry is switching up on Durk for YoungBoy.
Don't even say this perm having name. You just wanna bring it top up. Say, bro, man, you be relevant, and I said what I said, bro. You need a like me to keep you going. Your views go up now, clown. I'm willing to help y'all about it, man. But I hate NBA so much, man. Go get them some views, man. Help this some views, man.
A surprising new development left the industry stunned when, on the night YoungBoy performed in Atlanta, he had judges and other government officials attend his concert. The news reported, Academic says Atlanta's in shambles after YoungBoy received keys to the city.
Nah, for real though, I don't see why this was surprising or new to y'all. Everybody jumping ship because this how the industry is. Nobody in the industry is gonna stick around you when you at your lowest. If they can't get clout, notoriety, money, fame, features, videos, something that they could benefit from off you, they're gonna jump ship. I don't see why it's surprising that everybody is on YB in the industry. That's how it go. They only gonna with you when it's beneficial to them. None of these ain't grow up with Durk. None of these ain't friends or real homies with Durk for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Or they would never change, or they would never jump ship. Cause where we from, if you with me, my ops is your ops is mine. Some people don't look at it like that. Some people look at it like I with both parties, I ain't got nothing to do with it. And look, you not wrong for that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, shout out to the that still done stayed down for Durk, his real family and friends.
It seems like everyone is siding with YoungBoy now, even the authorities. As Academics explained, every rapper in the industry wants to be associated with YoungBoy because he's the hottest rapper out, and Lil Durk might be done for good because of his court case.
We have Floyd County Commissioner, Mr. Mark Harrington, and we have Floyd County Probate Judge, Judge Peter Johnson. And they got some.
Damn, this a judge up there? Yo, the judge in the city sending all the rappers in the city to jail, but the out-of-town rapper that came here, that basically, hey, you know what type of time I be on. You over here giving him an award? Oh, nah, Atlanta's in shambles. If y'all are a rapper who ever got prosecuted by this, or not prosecuted, but like got sent to jail by this judge, and basically you watching an out-of-town rap getting an award for doing 10 times worse than what you do, you gotta feel sick. You gotta feel sick.
However, the worst might still be yet to come. NLE Choppa's fans are digging up evidence to try and ruin YoungBoy, starting with a claim from famous Richard that YoungBoy is working with the feds. An Instagram post detailed the allegations, reading, "YoungBoy is telling this is his third time getting released from the feds within 4 years on all new charges. You can't do 10 months of a 23-month sentence. My first offer was 5 years for a firearm that the police put on me. YoungBoy is definitely the police. He probably the reason Lil Durk locked up." Fans supported this theory by showing a clip of YoungBoy appearing surprisingly relaxed and worry-free while walking around in prison.
So I'm in the dressing room, and we just talking about a bunch of. He's also telling me, and I will never say who. He's telling me all the rappers who was now hitting him up, and he kind of asked me, he's like, "Is that act? So what you think, man?" Because I think he's thinking like, yo, should he forgive some of these, like all these rappers on it? You know what I mean? Like they're all like, "Yo, YoungBoy, we love you," right? And I gave him the best advice. I think I said, I didn't want to impart my thoughts on it because I don't know fully what he's been through and what he's thought, because he was down where nobody would upon him. So I said, whatever your heart feels about any of these, or kind of doubling back or not want to do whatever, go with it.
Attached to that video was a tweet that read, "Honestly, I kind of believe it, too. The timing, the energy, the way things are playing out, it's all looking a little too convenient. Wouldn't be the first time someone played both sides. In this game, you never really know who's working with who." This sentiment of things being off even extended to YoungBoy's court appearance.
That is. It is.
When he arrived for a hearing, a fan hacked into the court's Zoom call and said,
Free YB, man. Free YB.
Everyone needs to stay muted. Okay.
Free YB.
All right. Mr. Galden's case has already been called. He's done with court today. For those of you interested, everyone keep yourselves muted.
Free YB.
Free YB.
Free YB.
everyone needs to stay muted. Okay, free. Alright, Mr. Galden's case has already been called. He's done with court today, for those of you interested. Everyone keep yourselves muted. Free. YoungBoy entered the courtroom shortly after, laughing and smiling after seeing the support from his fan. But seeing how completely relaxed he was in a legal setting has led some fans to wonder if he knew he had nothing to worry about because he was working with the feds all along.